evidence that there isn't. And if it seems like we're ending the week with more news about Donald Trump on a tear, that's because we are. If you're trying to keep it straight or you've been busy and not following every domino, just this week the DOJ indicted the top law enforcement official in New York, Attorney General LETITIA James, who had previously run a civil case, no threat of jail time there, but a civil enforcement action against Trump Org. So now the DOJ has taken 4 steps using the criminal investigative powers it has against 6 people that Donald Trump perceives as foes. You have the indictments, you have the grand jury going forward on Bolton, you have a subpoena for another.
It's time for them to impeach him.
Against Trump, D.A. Willis. You have the charges, remember, against the New Jersey mayor, which was so weak, they were dropped. That case never going to trial. And you have Democratic Congressman McIver, who we heard from on this very program this week. So it's adding up. James and Comey have said they are innocent, and this is no time to be scared.
This is nothing more than a continuation of the president's desperate weaponization of our justice system. He's forced federal law enforcement agencies to do his bidding. All because I did my job.
There are costs to standing up to Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
But we couldn't imagine ourselves living any other way. We will not live on our knees.
Mr. Comey, who is proving controversial,
Bowing down to him.
A note, and now heard by other Trump allies or former allies like John Bolton. And when you face this kind of crackdown, this kind of alleged selective prosecution, that's one of the arguments they're making to try to get these cases tossed, you have to be strong, not fearful. And for those who think that the president might have stopped just at Comey or just at a Democrat in New York, well, tonight's reporting that he is moving quickly through his DOJ to go at someone who worked in the highest levels of the White House for Donald Trump shows that no one appears to be safe, and that may be exactly the message this president wants to send. I want to get right to our guest tonight, New York Times Magazine legal writer Emily Bazelon and our politics expert, professor and MSNBC analyst Jason Johnson. Jason, I want to go to you first based on our understanding of what's happening. That this is more of a story about politics or politics infusing the DOJ to a degree that might be unlawful, rather than a traditional legal story, although Emily, I'm sure, will give us some legal analysis on the strength of the cases. Do you, I guess, Jason, agree with that premise? And what do you see here happening politically as Donald Trump is sending a message clearly across the bow, even to his own former aides, John Bolton, a long time.
When is it going to be enough for impeachment?
All right, I don't know why anybody should be surprised. I mean, Donald Trump has never been loyal to anyone.
Facts.
He has a list of people that he has taken advantage of, a list of people he's lied to. I mean, he did nothing when people were threatening to kill his vice president. So I don't know why anyone is surprised that a president who said that I'm going to go on revenge is going on revenge. I think the only saving grace here is that while Donald Trump and some of his acolytes, they think he's Tony Soprano, he's more like my cousin Benny. Most of these cases don't work. They fall apart fairly quickly. He ends up looking foolish. But the threat of going after these people and making them have to spend money to defend themselves is part of how he's establishing the sort of authoritarian bully pulpit that he's been pushing for since he got back into office. We love a My Cousin Vinny reference around here. If the news wasn't so serious, I would trade favorite lines with you, but we'll save that, if not for another day, at least for later in the hour. But before, again, I bring in Emily, Jason, I want to show a lot of things have been so transmuted and sort of completely subverted that we forget who we're talking about. I just want to show, because I see even, nonpartisan analysts sometimes say, oh, well, this person's sort of a Trump critic, or this person's sort of anti-Trump.
It's past time.
Into the Trump vector, which is not actually an analysis of ideology or the parties or anything. It's just back to this sort of autocratic lens. And so let's put the president to the side for a moment, however you might feel about that. And just remember, John Bolton, who worked in the Bush administration and is a long-time conservative Republican, this is who he is. Take a look.
I don't think he's fit for office. I don't think he has the competence to carry out the job. There really isn't any guiding principle that I was able to discern other than what's good for Donald Trump's reelection. What he was capable of was on a daily basis. I don't think he has the competence.